y'all, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about perfumes I want to try. I came across this one where the design looks very familiar, and I just want y'all to take a look at it because I've been seeing a lot of this going around ever since a certain perfumer whose name starts with the letter M and I believe he's French. And there's so many different versions of it. You might be familiar with the name Baccarat Rouge Extrait 540, Grand Soir, Oud Mood, Oud Silk Mood, however. And I came across this one called, and I might be butchering the name of this, so I'm a big fan of doing homework of pronunciations. Terre Blush. The two R's might be silent. This might be a French name. Terre Blush. First of all, we're going to take a look at the fact that the shape of this bottle is incoherently. It is shaped very familiar, very similar to Mason Francis Kirk de Jean. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. That's how the bottles are shaped. Square body of the bottle, square top of the bottle. Now, I gave this a whiff, and I feel like the name Blush might be a cross between it. The bottle may be giving a dupe for Baccarat, that line, but the name Blush is making me think of Good Girl by Carolina. How do you say her name? Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. She also came out with a blush perfume sometime. It was either earlier this year or last year. She came out with the blush for it. There's a blush version and the infamous high heel shoe design. Either way, I feel like MFK, there's nothing named Blush that I know of that's in his line for Baccarat and the corresponding perfumes. So this might be like where they did a mixture of both, where they did the bottle of the Baccarat design, but the name Blush for Carolina's Good Girl perfume. Either way, it's very, very nice, and this can be retrieved for $14.99 plus tax wherever you are in a TJ Maxx near you. $14.99. Probably going to be 15 and change. Probably running on the cusp of $16. But it's very nice. That's the best thing about it. And the design is pretty. This could go along with if you have a certain aesthetic for a certain evening or a certain afternoon or a certain morning or a certain day that you're planning for. This would work. If you don't have an aesthetic, and you could do it. If you are your own aesthetic, much like myself, you can do it. Very, very nice, girly, feminine design where it's not doing too much. Now, I do need to make a disclaimer. Even if you want to do too much with fragrance and fragrance designs of the bottle, they got bottles like that. I'm just, you just have to question, does the fragrance match the bottle design? Because that's a thing too. When you think of Good Girl perfume from Carolina, last name H. I ain't gonna even try to go and pronounce her name again until I properly learn how to pronounce it. The design of the perfume bottle has to have the personality for the notes that correspond with it. That's what has to take place there. And thank all 7 of you for watching and so forth. When you think of notes of perfume, like Christian Dior's Poison, what do you think of? Came out in the 80s. And then ultimately the bottle is real deal shaped like a pepper. But them bell peppers, you ever seen how a bell pepper is shaped? Like that. A design bottle of a perfume carries a certain personality to go along with those notes. And if it's not matched properly, like I feel like that's what's going on here. The bottle is saying Baccarat, but the name of the perfume blush says Carolina Good Girl Blush. You see what I'm saying? It don't match. It don't match. And so that's where you have to heavily rely on looking past the cover, looking past the appearance of what it looks like. What's in this bottle? Why do they call it blush? Why do they call it Good Girl Blush? Why do they call it Christian Dior Poison? Why do they call it whatever name it, Amber Romance? Bath and Body Works is going on for at least a few more, days, hours. Why do they call it Black Cherry Merlot? Why do they call it? I miss the days that Bath and Body Works had custom bottles for each and every fragrance scent. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oyvind and Purple Meigs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Your favorite gymnast. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I am trying the best. Thank you all for engaging and welcome to the stream. We talking about a possible perfume dupe from MFK. Anybody heard of Baccarat? That's the $300, $400 bottle. Perfume that became very, very popular and went viral for the last 2 years, and they still talking about it. The bottle design is giving that. But awesome. Okay, thank you. M's Bracelet Shop. Hello. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm just discussing how sometimes the perfume bottles, it's just like they've gone, I don't want to say that word. They've gone rogue. That's a proper word. The bottle is saying Baccarat. However, blush is saying Good Girl, Carolina's Good Girl Blush. And how sometimes the bottles of perfume, the shape and the design and the whole thing does not even match the notes. And how that's really perfect. But if you know how to execute it, when I say you, I mean companies, because I know they be listening. If y'all know how to execute that, you can have the bottle that looks totally different in personality from the notes that are originally go into the whole substance of the perfume, if that makes sense. Like, there is one I smelled, I won't even talk about it on here. The name of the perfume and the design of perfume don't match what it smelled like. It smelled like somebody being at somebody auntie them house. And you know the one with all them glass decorations on the shelf, and she tell you not to touch it. And she's very adamant about it. Like, that's how that smells. But I want to talk about that one. That one, that made my whole day when I got a chance to finally smell it. Happiest woman in the world. I just, like I'll tell you one that the perfume bottle design don't match with the notes. They say it smells absolutely excellent, but you know what's a turn off for me? Called Alien. Alien. The bottle is, how can I put this ever so tactfully? The bottle is not my cup of tea as far as looks. They keep saying it smells good, but it's like what made me not want to go near the bottle is the design. Maybe that's the fact because it's called Alien, the name. The name is Alien. It looked like one, or maybe looks like an artifact that Alien has left behind, you know, whatever theme they have going on. And then the notes, like, oh, but it smelled good. I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't imagine having that sitting on my nightstand or sitting on the shelf with the rest of my perfumes. So that's how I feel about this perfume. Now, I did sample and smell it, and I should have included that in this video, but it smells very, very good. Did I get a chance to smell Carolina's Good Girl Blush perfume? I think I did. And if you have what's called scent memory, smells okay. Smells like this one particular Terre blush. It does smell very, very great, but it's more like a slightly sweet floral that you could pull off for spring, which we're past that. But you can still pull off for summer and layer it with something that is like very heavily pineapple-ish, papaya, because it's summer. But you could pull it off with this. That's what I do remember. And I'll put up the vlog where I went luxury perfume window shopping, keyword, because what I was looking for was baccarat in the store, but I won't give away the whole trip. But if you would like to see more videos like this where I am just going over what I see in stores, then on either side, top to bottom, I'm going to link you all to a playlist for you all's enjoyment. Until next time, love you.
When I think about love, it's one of the bravest things that you can do. It is patient, it is kind, it does not envy or boast, and it'll keep you on the coast of not being rude or self-seeking, nor is it easily angered or seething mad, and it keeps no records of wrongs. It has no pleasure in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. And most of all,